right, well, we'll go ahead and get started, and they'll turn off that TV in just a moment. I know it. So thank you all for joining us for WorldFest Houston Day 2. We have a wonderful panel of experts and a dear festival friend, Bruno Chatelain, all the way from France to join us today. So we'll be going over some wonderful things. I'll let them tell you more about it, but I just want to say thank you for being here for WorldFest Houston for our 55th year. This is the independent international film festival that gave first awards to Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Ang Lee, the Coen brothers. They all won their first awards here at WorldFest. So some of the filmmakers that you'll see over this 5-day mini fest are going to be the Spielbergs of tomorrow, and that is truly wonderful and exciting. And part of what we do here at WorldFest is to bring in cultural importance to Houston, bring in film, bring in creative excellence, and recognize that. So thank you all for being here. There's more to come, and I'm going to pass it over to Bruno, and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Katie Lee. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. I've been a partner of the festival for maybe 5 or 10 years, and I've come regularly when COVID was not here. I'm very proud and happy to be able to bring you my friends and colleagues and clients and partners, people I like working together, and I had the idea of having them join me here so that they could meet and maybe connect and maybe do some business, but I'm sure you'll enjoy what they have to say. Maybe I'd like to first to outline what we are going to speak about, and then give a little bit of background. Well, if you don't mind, guys, I'll start by saying what I did, what I do, what I can do for you guys, filmmakers, and then I introduce my dear panelists, and we'll start from there. And we'll keep at the end a room for Q&A and questions. And yeah, we'd be happy and very proud if the Spielbergs of tomorrow were in the room, and so I'm looking at you here. We'll take pictures. So a little bit about myself. Sorry, I don't like to brag, but I graduated from business school. I started in advertising and then film. That's what we need to talk about today. I specialize in film marketing, running Sony in France, Columbia, TriStar distributors in France, and then Fox, which I actually merged, 20th Century Fox, which I merged with the biggest French distributor at the time called UGC, who owned theaters, etc. So in that period of time, I learned a lot, because when you deal with very big movies, and of course you can hire a great team, you have lots of press attaché, you can have all the talent come in town, and the Spielberg, indeed, I released Hook, or I released 2 or 3 films from Woody Allen and Jack Nicholson. I couldn't name them all, but you learn so much by working with these people, because believe me, they're not here for no reason. They are on the top because they did what they had to do: deal with press, deal with international, deal with film festival, and then get easier financing because they're famous and they had a great film. So that was my learning experience. I really enjoyed, until I started working with Fox, which I really did not enjoy. I don't mind saying that, but those times they didn't understand, they didn't want to believe in marketing, and for me that was that was something I could not deal with. So I stayed as long as I could, like 3 years, and put the company in the number 2 position. That everyone was happy, and I changed my career to something more personal. I do remember once I worked with Coppola, and one day he calls me and said, "Bruno, first you should stop being a dog. You should become a wolf." So I had to think a little bit what he meant, and he actually meant you should become independent, like myself. But the guy is very smart, and the next sentence was, "All right, I want you to meet my pack of wolves. Let's have dinner tonight." and it was a pack of 20 people, and I ended up picking the bill. The guy is fantastic. I love Francis. I released Dracula for him, which was so beautiful. So now, I did a few things, running the communication for the World Soccer Cup in France, which was in Paris. A lot of fun. And then I launched a website called filmfestivals.com. That's what we need to talk today. It's the number one and unique only platform dedicated to festivals worldwide. We have 165,000 subscribers, filmmakers from around the world. We send out releases, newsletters and stuff. That's the most important thing. Direct marketing is the most important. You guys should start making up your own database. Everyone who writes to you, keep the email and put that in a category. Financier, filmmaker, producer, director, keep that, and that's your biggest asset in life and in working in your network, building teams, etc. So we are partner of all the key events, festivals, and market, including Cannes. And I've been in Cannes 35 times, and therefore I'm happy to help anyone who needs to go to Cannes, because Cannes has the biggest number of media you can imagine, 5,000 media, as big as the Soccer Cup, World Cup, or the Olympics, etc. So if you have something to say, if you build it, they will come. The media there. And my second hat, and I realize I'm pretty long, I'm sorry. My second hat is a festival agent.
It's all good stuff, Bruno.
Yeah,
It's all good stuff.
okay, thank you. Just kick me in there if it's too long, because I could go on, because I love festivals so much, I could speak for hours. So festival agent, I made up the term. What I mean by that is I help filmmakers, independent filmmakers, who produced a film that has the value, that has the quality, that has the power of to be appealing in the festival circuit. Every time I recognize this and I see that it can be, it can take advantage of being exposed on the festival circuit, I suggest helping. Well, helping comes with a lot of promotion, marketing advice, and anything I can see that I can bring. That includes sometimes changing the title, changing the poster, doing the trailer. It's fun, I like doing that. Also, I have a couple of things I like to do. Even sometimes changing the edit when it's still time. So first, building the film so that it has all the capacity to be appealing, then helping them, we'll be speaking about that after that, also building the key elements that will be important to go out and market or pitch your film or sell it or pre-sell it, or some people don't understand that you need to come up with material to explain your film. You need to prepare an EPK, electronic press kit, with a couple of excerpts, a trailer, you name it, some short and longer version of your synopsis, a tagline, I don't know how you call that, catchline, tagline, or something that like a catchy sentence that tells, logline, yeah. In France, en français, we say, that's stupid, we use an English word, which is a tagline. Catchline, sorry. That's a French term for.
And since Steven Spielberg was founded in this festival, he did mention if a log line, if you can't put your movie in 1 or 2 sentences as a log line, then you don't have a movie yet.
Oh my God, that is so important what you're saying about. And sometimes when filmmakers in the festival come and at me say, "Oh, film festival, yeah, I received your newsletter, the one with the logo green." Yeah, well, I have this film and it lasts 3 minutes. So, well, first thing, work on your pitch. Really show it to your friends and speak with people that are not friends. And I have a film that deals about that's. And see how they react, if they kind of yawn or whatever. So it's very, very important too. So yeah, I do help the filmmakers with, like I said, marketing, preparation, but also actively involved in pitching and getting festivals' attention. In this festival, for instance, I'm a dear friend of the festival. I help them, and I have probably 5 or 6 films that I've been able to enter. My deal is when I know a festival well enough, I ask for a waiver so that they don't have to pay for the submission fee. And I also negotiate. In some cases, it's harder it's harder really to ask for a screening fee so that the filmmaker can make money on his participation in the festival. Sometimes 100 for short, or a few hundreds for a feature film, and we share. And basically my business model is I'm happy to get as many success fee like that. We share 50-50, and I add a few a monthly retainer for all the promotion I'm giving in the newsletter. So this being said, I hope I haven't bored you yet, because we are now going to speak to take a few moments to introduce our friends and then deal with the subject, which we can tag as how can you disrupt film financing, film script writing, and filmmaking as in general. So maybe a question.
Do you have a backup battery?
I think it just died on us.
Yeah, hold on.